One of my favourite places to look for craft finds is IKEA, and today I'm going to show you how you can add stitching to this clock to make a nice decoration for your home. This is a really simple craft and all you will need is the clock itself, some tapestry thread. I've got this thread from DMC in these two lovely colours. I haven't decided which one yet, but I'm thinking more towards the purple. It also fits really nicely through the holes of the clock. And then a tapestry needle. Again, this is a good size needle because it fits the thread, but it also fits through the holes of the clock. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove this plastic. So it's just protecting the clock hands at the moment. I've got the details of the clock here on the back. This is the name. It's £2 in IKEA, so it's an absolute bargain. So now I'm just going to very carefully just remove this plastic. I've just had a little look around the edge for any gaps. I'm going to have my little screwdriver, see if it'll help leverage that out of there. There we go. Perfect. So now we are ready to start stitching. I've decided to go for the purple. It's such a pretty colour. So I'm just going to cut myself off a length of that and I'm going to thread my needle ready. I'm going to knot the end. Now I am going to just double knot it, maybe even triple knot it, just to make sure that the knot isn't going to come out through the hole when I start stitching it. So just to make sure it's a little bit bigger than the hole itself. There we go. And we'll do one more for good measure. Perfect. So now I'm going to thread my needle. Where is it? Let's grab that on there. That's going to thread through really nicely. Love these needles because the eye is quite big, so it's super easy to thread as well. There we go. So I'm going to start up here at the top. Now, because we've got the holes here ready, I'm just going to thread through a really nice simple back stitch. So just pushing the needle through upwards and then pushing it back down. So it's a really nice simple stitch. Just giving it a little squeeze if it needs it. And then just linking up the holes, and it's a really simple little craft, but it makes such a lovely decoration for your home. I stitched a pink one a few months ago and I've got it in my craft room and it just looks really nice. It's just such a fun, cost-effective little craft. So now I'm just going to continue weaving my needle in and out of the holes to create those stitches. So I'm just going to add in the final stitch of that first number. There we go. So that's the first one all done. Looks really pretty in that colour, and I'm going to do exactly the same with the others in a moment. But first of all, I just need to tie this off on the back. So I'm just going to lay this down on the front, and now I'm going to trim off the excess thread, just leaving a little bit there. Now to tie this in a knot, I'm just going to split the strands, just like this, just using my fingernail. There we go. And then I'm just going to tie them in a knot. And the same as before, I'm just going to tie them in a knot to secure it and to make sure the stitches don't go back through the hole. So we're going to make quite a nice big knot. There we go. That should do the trick. I'm just trimming off any excess thread. And there we go. That is that first one all finished. So now I'm going to carry on with the other numbers. So now I'm just finishing off that final number, adding in those last stitches. Really happy with my colour choice here. And you can have lots of fun experimenting with different colours here as well, so go for whichever you prefer. Here we go, so that is our numbers all stitched and finished. It's looking really nice and it's looking nice and neat with that fluffy texture from the tapestry wool. And on the back you can see we've tied them all off individually. Now I want to add another little pop of colour, so I'm actually going to colour in the hands. Now to do this, I'm going to use these Shuttle Art acrylic paint markers. I love these and use them in a lot of my projects. And I've chosen, again, a really nice lilac-y purple colour. So I'm going to use the slightly thicker end, and I'm just going to colour in those hands really carefully. Now these pens give really good coverage, but as the clock hands are quite dark in that dark grey colour, you might find you have to give it a couple of coats, which is what I'm going to do. And just be careful not to get any of the paint on the clock face itself. And now here is our finished clock. It's looking really good. So we've got the stitched numbers in that tapestry thread with their lovely texture. It's looking nice and neat. And then we've got the coloured hands as well, just to add a little pop of colour. Now, if you want to hang it up, you could pop some ribbon on the back with the help of some hooks, and then pop it up in your home where you'd like to display it. I will pop a list of everything you need for this project over in the description. Will you be giving this one a go? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Happy stitching.